Hello, hello. Welcome to A Ray of Gratitude. I'm trying something new because I have not been able to do good with this technology lately. Like I thought Mercury retrograde was over. I don't know why it's still lurking in the shadows. Maybe it's telling me like I need to get some new equipment. I don't know. But at the same time, my money is looking a little funny, if you know what I mean. But I want to do a tarot reading. As those that do follow me right now, you've probably heard that I'm just getting back into these tarot vibes, and I've been watching so many tarot cards to like readings, pick a cards and all that, because it's just like it helps me learn more. But it's like a remembrance almost, from what it feels like. Because I know that. I don't know, I can save the story for another time, but I just know that I was guided when I was younger, and then I stopped because I was feeling kind of like that quirky astrology kid and artsy kid, and I lived in both worlds, especially when it came to high school, you know what I mean? Like I was cool with the cool kids, but I was cool with the so-called nerds or whatever you want to call it. I was cool on both sides, and that's pretty much my whole life, but let's talk about this full moon, though. Let's talk about this full moon in Aquarius. Talk about quirkiness, right? My sister is an Aquarius. I love y'all because I'm an air sign as well. I love y'all, your smarts, your wits, all that stuff. And talking about that, I have these cards here. They're playing cards that I got from an old job, and I just loved it. Everything that's shimmery and gold. Even though everything that glitters ain't gold. But I love it. I love the cards, and I'm a design nerd. So I love this. I love how it feels. So I want to bring this in to talk about the career things, because I've had some hell of a ride, a roller coaster that I've been on with freelancing and just my career in general. It has taken me up, down, left, right, and full circle again, with two aspects of designing and then actually in the healing arts. And I've came back full circle 2 times already with these aspects that I really do enjoy. I really feel moved that I am, like, this is within me. This is part of who I am, how I was made. This was part of my constellation. And I'm just figuring out how to actually express this now. So bear with me. But we're going to get right into the message for the full moon in Aquarius, okay? So the overall energy is being that hard-headed little asshole. Being that hard-headed person that just doesn't want to listen. Like almost here, like this is her guide almost, like, come on girl, let's go, but you're being despondent. You're getting all these messages, but you're either one, not understanding how to deal with these emotions, right? Because we have the Prince of Cups here. I hope this sun is, I don't know if this lighting is good, but guess what? This is all a learning experience, and I'm happy that you are learning with me. But the overall energy of this full moon is definitely like, hey, recognize the thoughts that you've been thinking, because they're true. Trust your intuition, and a lot of this stuff is a lot of this old baggage, you're holding on to a lot of things from the past, and it's kind of like, well, maybe I should hold on to it because it is comfortable. But it's a lot of emotional baggage, and emotional baggage weighs down something heavy. And it's funny because it reminds me of this card right here. Like, they're in the water with clothes on. Now, if you ever got pushed into a pool or went into any type of water with your clothes on, do you know how heavy that is? I used to lifeguard actually when I was younger, and that shit is heavy. It's actually dangerous because it weighs your ass down. And just like wet clothes, your emotions weigh your ass down. So right now, what you really need to release is these attachments that you have carried on from a lot of things, because it's a big baggage right here. You're going through the water, and you're getting almost like these psychic downloads almost, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting reminded of old things from the past, but you're also not quite understanding things either, Yeah, this lighting is kind of off, so bear with me, y'all. But you're being really despondent, and it's like you're getting this pull, you know, definitely getting these ideas that make sense, but you're not quite sure how to express them. Your emotions just aren't there connecting with that mentality, or just bringing it into the physical. So, some things that you need to embrace are these new ideas, though. You know, don't carry those the old habits of, being despondent, not listening to yourself, because you have good ideas. And if they keep coming in, like, I know for me, they come in a lot of times, and I write things down and I look back in this old notebook and it was pretty much the same damn thing. And it's like, come on, man. Like, I'm really getting the same ideas. I'm sure my guides, my spirits, angels, and whoever are looking at me like, is this girl really serious? Somebody help her, please, on aisle 12. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever. So I left this card down because I wanted to say, what magic during this season of the full moon will bring, and what is the message that we really need to pay attention to. So right here it is the 5 of Pentacles upside down, which is the worry card, which is feeling out in the cold, which is feeling abandoned, you know what I mean? And usually with Pentacles dealing with money is like the worrying thing. And let me tell you, I don't have enough time. I hope that I can get I hope that I can get out, because it's funny. Like, I'm going through this now too. It's like, I have a lot. I'm actually owning this live right now. I have a lot of fear that I'm kind of still holding on to because of my experiences with old projects, and especially career-wise, were very hard times, very hard times, and a lot of worry. Every damn day I was literally wondering where my money was coming from. But, by the grace of God, by the grace of whatever you want to call that, I was fully protected, and I had just enough to pay what I needed for. I had just enough to pay for my bills. I had just enough to pay for a little bit of food, And at that time, especially when the shit really hit the fan, I was thankful that I did have a roof over my head, that I did not have to pay rent. But with that price of not paying rent came up a huger price as well. But needless to say, though, you are embarking a new quest, and you're trying to figure out how to express this, but these emotions are coming in slow for you. But if you can just find ways to relax and not be so despondent, not be so negative, and just freaking hard-headed, you know what I mean? You can easily release, don't quote me when I say easily, but you can release some of these things that you've been holding on to, that has been weighing you down, that has been leaving you left out in the cold. Let me just see if I can just pull some more cards really quick, just to get a better meaning. I know you don't like shuffling yep. See, if you let go of this is what you're going to gain. It says gain right here, but you are right here your like toes are right at the finish mark. And all you got to do is walk over across the finish line, and your pot of gold is waiting. But it's what's stopping you is those old thoughts, those attachments, those addictions, Some of us may have addictions, and addictions don't always mean with drugs. Addictions do not always mean with drugs. We have a lot of addictions here. Point blank period. People hate to admit it, but a lot of addictions to damn social media. You know what I mean? And here we go here. Here we go here. I'm in my element right now. I did my nice little meditation because I was worn down. My mom literally admitted to me that I've been stealing your energy. And she's laughing in a jokingly manner. She did not mean it in a mean way. But it's like, Ma, do you not really know the weight of what you just said? I'm like, I gotta go. I just spent damn near 6 hours with you. But in the daytime, we had to go do something. But it was like, whew, you weighing me down. But anyway, let's get back to this. So some things that you need to embrace are the things that you are juggling, these passions. It's not just one thing, too. That's what's kind of making you kind of confused and making you be despondent and making you kind of feel stuck and making you reminded of your past, of those attachments and feeling left out in the cold as well. It's kind of like, all right, what am I supposed to do here? Am I going to drop the damn wand of fire or what? Because I felt like I have numerous of times. But the key here is, the magic here is, if you can see it during this season of, and when I say season, is the time being from right now, yesterday, and well, the energy's still kind of, so it was a couple of days right before the full moon, that season that goes right into the new moon. Sometimes right into another a full moon. It depends how long the season is. But when when you're trying to be witchy and want to manifest things, sometimes it really depends how long the season is on what you're trying to bring in. But needless to say, I feel like we've been trying to bring this in for a long time. I know I have. This is why I have my little money cards, because I'm going to get into this career thing and just see and talk to you guys that, are future entrepreneurs, because I've had a rough road of entrepreneurship. And needless to say, I even want to get into the difference between a freelancer and an entrepreneur. Because for a long time, I used to associate it being the same thing, and really isn't. It's not, it's right in the same bag, but it's two different entities. So with that being said, we got to let go of our addictions. We have to let go of these attachments that we have that's been weighing us down, so we can get and sniff and smell the roses or the sunflowers like it is in this card. And, we're right out of this closing period of our life that is embarking a new adventure and getting new information about it. And we're just juggling these things right now, but you have to own up to what it is and recognize, like, I got that sword. I got these crowns. Like, I am a king, a queen of my ideas, and I need to own that. So own it. And in order to see that magic, we have to let go of the worry, the doubt, the fear, especially from the past, because you have been working very hard, and it's time to reap, it's time to get that fruit that you had. You planted so many seeds, so now these fruit are ripening. Yes, it's summer and it's about to be fall, but at the same time, some of these things, depending how long ago these seeds were, sometimes it takes a long time to get that big gift, because you didn't know how powerful that seed was, So let's just kind of bring it home. Oh, all right. So let's see, we're going to be releasing some Six of Hearts here, which is emotions. And I guess this one wants to come out too. So let's see. Let's see what it is. All right, so Six of Cups, basically. Six of Hearts is Six of Cups, right? So again, Six of Cups is like, what is Six of Cups? I just feel like I just went blank and I had like this brain fart that was just like, because I wanted to try something new. The pictures definitely always activate me. But I believe Six of Cups is something new coming in, but you're not quite sure. That's kind of what I'm hearing right now. Something new, but you're not quite sure. Because Five of Cups is like, that spilt milk type of thing. That heartache of emotions. But if I can get through my stuff, I will let you know in a second. Because I don't know where my booklet is, man. See, this is what this full moon is doing to me. Who else is going through this stuff? Because I'll tell you, I sure am going through it. Anyway, so, let me see what this deck shows for Six of Cups real quick. Bear with me. Okay, so Six of Cups, yeah, like I was saying. So Six of Cups right here is, damn, you can't even see, but it's they're playing, you know, they're having fun. They're actually, sometimes they say Six of Cups is like the past and thinking about old things, maybe when you were younger, but it's just a playful energy. And that is what is going to help you gain, you know, get rid of, maybe think of some times that make you feel good. Like when you're an entrepreneur, right? Sometimes you're just right in the grind and all you do is get so focused on your daily tasks. But sometimes you forget to have fun. Maybe it's time for you to start having some fun right now. Remember, like, damn, I used to do this and I used to have so much fun, but I stopped doing it because work needs to be done. But, you know, you can change your perspective. A lot of people always be like, oh, I don't have time for that. No, you're not making time for that. Oh, I have kids. Okay, I know you have kids, but make time for that. Maybe you can include your kids in this activity. You know, did you think about that maybe? Or maybe you have a newborn or something like that and you know, maybe you can put them to bed and find some energy, find a coffee, find some matcha, find some green tea, something that can give you some energy just for a little bit and get into the groove. Find a good song that you can talk about and just dance. You know, dance like nobody is watching. Because your baby is asleep now and it's on. Let's watch a show, put your feet up, and just have that pleasure even. Sometimes we forget the small pleasures. You know, we sit there and think, oh, I don't have enough money to go here and there. But there are a lot of things you can do for free 99. You know? And right here is saying, let go of this entrapment. The Eight of Swords is feeling that you're immobile. You know, sometimes it's like that you're getting overpowered, almost like puppeteer type of thing, you know. But if you can find a way to stay grounded, because sometimes when you have a lot of information coming in, you get overwhelmed. I know I do. So there's ways that you need to be grounded more. Stand on that cliff, but a flat surface, and look at all of what you want. And start sorting it out. Make that priority list, you know, even if it's just 3 things. Make it. What's number 1, what's number 2, and what's number 3? You know, because right here, you're going to get that clarity. Because Jack of this is swords. Jack of Spades is swords, right? And anybody that's watching this, if you guys do like use playing cards as divination cards, please let me know, because I looked this up and I'm like, oh, I'd like to do that, because I don't use them. Like, I love playing cards, especially these, and I'm like, I want to use them because they feel so nice. It's like so light and flexible. But anyway, from what my knowledge is and how I'm going to read these cards right now is the movement is coming in. Like, if you look at this, it's like, I love this analogy actually. The bottom one, as above, so below, right? The bottom one is looking back at a lot of things in the past, you know, and thinking about that. But you can think about it, believe that shit in the past. Look forward and move away from the worry, the doubt, the fear, and move forward towards those fruits that you've been waiting to eat, you know, and have abundance in. So, you're on a quest, you guys. We're on a quest here. You know, as Aquariuses, they like to dig in deep and be the mad scientists of things. But the mad scientist still has to remember its process. And, you know, even if they have a hypothesis, they still have to test some things. But I feel like we're past this testing phase right now. And Aquarius is looking like, no, you know. Because Aquarius's favorite line is, I know, you know. But one thing I do know about Aquarius is sometimes when they're not tapping into their wisdom, they love to give people that water, but they don't drink from their own cup. So you have to, if you know so much, tap into that wisdom and use the knowledge that you know. Recognize that you do have the crown and what you're saying is correct. Own that shit, move forward, and make it happen, all right? So I'm just going to close out with my little angel cards because I love them so much. And what is it saying? Compassion. All right. You and I are one. We are compassionate. We are able to understand others from deep within ourselves. The attitude brings a light that reveals truth and the love that transforms and heals. To be compassionate is to be equal, one with another and one with itself. And that's what I'm trying to say here is like, give yourself a little bit of willpower. And by having that willpower is talking good to yourself. Have compassion for yourself as well as others. Forgive those people that did you wrong. They're in the past. And if they're still popping up, you know what? Free yourself from that and say, you know what? I am better than that. It happened in the past. I'm still here. And if I move forward, if I get up and move forward from that, I'm the real victor. Because we always fall down. But if you stay down, that's the problem. The solution is getting up. How are you going to get up? How does a person with no limbs get up? How? Has your arms and legs been chopped off? How does a person with no feet walk? I don't know. But somehow, some way, somebody out there does that shit. And you need to own it and move forward. So that's what I'm going to say for today. Hopefully I'm going to own this, that I tried something new, and I hope that this gets out to you. I'm spitting bars right now, y'all. Y'all need to get into this Queen of Wands energy and get into that passion that made you start being an entrepreneur in the first place, And if there's no entrepreneurs out there that are trying to do anything, I hope this message just still sparks you because regardless, I feel that anybody can relate to. If it's not with your career or with your love life, with anything, we've all went through losses. It's time to move forward because there's a nice little prize waiting for you. There's been so many storms. Now the storm's over. Let the rainbow shine and go on that quest to get that damn pot of gold. I can't even talk now. So with that being said, y'all, enjoy your blessings, okay? Have gratitude and be thankful for what you already have because you need to get ready, get your mind right because it's going to be some more blessings ahead. And I'm going to take this with heart too, that's what needs to be said. Again, I'm just rapping, right? All right, y'all, have a nice time. My hair is all in the way and I don't know, work on some grounding, y'all, so you can bring forward and just calm yourself and center. Do, grounding meditations or go outside. If you don't know how to meditate, just sit with yourself outside near some trees in a park, at the ocean, anything, at a lake. And that's the best way to ground yourself with your feet planted right in front of you, okay? Have a nice one. Enjoy yourself and talk to you later.